Welcome to the Asylum Ink right here on Hellfire Radio. It's that time once again. It's just another pop-in show. I know you guys usually see me in the mornings, but I mean, special occasions, right? Special occasions. What's up, fellas? I got Trey, Jody, and Emmett from the band Transient.
How's it going, brother?
What's going on?
So real quick, just to get it out of the way, because I just learned this myself. Up here on the right-hand side, Trey, the babyface assassin, just had a birthday yesterday, right? So then I won't disclose your age because we'll keep the people guessing, right? We'll keep everybody guessing. 16. But 16, yeah, so that's what I said too. I was like, you're every bit of 20, right? So welcome to it. Yeah, and then he told me, and I was like, live that life. So yeah, happy belated birthday to you, bro.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Did you do anything big for the birthday, or you just kind of low key, or?
Kind of low key. Me and my girlfriend went to the casino that night and won about $20, and that's about it. So,
fuck yeah.
And had about
the trick is, how much did you put in to win that 20?
Exactly.
Oh, no, I put $1 in actually. Just one.
You're winning.
Fucking good day right there. Yeah. Happy birthday. Yeah. Hell yeah. So the new single, Nightmare, we're spinning it right here on Hellfire Radio. Of course, if you don't have the app, go download it right now on the Live 365 app, and then search Hellfire Radio, and there it is. This single, I literally, now it fell in my lap. Literally, this single fell in my lap, and I was like, okay. I clicked on it. I was like, okay. And then after the fourth time I listened to it, I was like, getting my phone out. This has to be done. We have to do this. There's no way that this is going to go unseen or unheard. And now here we are. So just tell me a little bit about the new single Nightmare and what you guys like. How long did it take you to write that? How long, just give me some backstories on the band and just everything in general.
All right. Well, so as you may know, I'm normally a bass player. I've been a former touring bass player for a couple of early 2000s rock bands, 12 Stones and Smile Empty Soul. Bass playing is my thing. I've been playing bass forever, and I've always dabbled in guitar here and there. Now, Emmett and I, of course, all of us, we go back. We've been friends forever, but Emmett and I have we've always done this thing of one of us is ready to do a project, the other one's busy, and then vice versa and vice versa. So over the years, we've sent each other so many riffs and ideas, and have just never been able to make it line up, of course. So now when I got this opportunity and I stepped down from the Smile Empty Soul touring situation for, a couple of personal reasons, nothing against the guys. I love them to death. Of course, Emmett was the first one I hit up, and, I said, we've got tons and tons of riff ideas. We've got hard drives full of this stuff. We just got to figure out something to do with it. And of course, throughout the years, Emmett and I have bounced back and forth with each other's bands too. My former band, Absence Project, we signed a distribution deal with Sony, and Emmett was supposed to be our touring guitar player. He had stuff going on; he couldn't do it, and vice versa. His old band, Desolate, I was supposed to play bass for. So anyway, we reviewed those riffs. We just talked about what we could do, where we could take this band, and whether we were in a position to be able to take it on personally, financially, you name it. And so, yeah, we just took those ideas and we went into Concrete Studios with Jonathan DeLeese, and he worked his magic wand, and there you go. You got Nightmare.
Yes.
So, yeah. He ain't lying about that.
Yeah, Jonathan's amazing. If I can give him another shout out, Jonathan DeLeese from Concrete Studios, top of the line producer, amazing person, really good guy.
Oh yeah, he's something special. It's funny because he can separate being fun while also being business at the same time. So like when we can all just get along and just gel so well, and it's like, all right, let's do it, and then we're on the same page. It's a good thing. He's a really good down to guy.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's important. You got to be kind of comfortable in that surrounding. You hear all the stories of back in the early to late 80s and early 90s of how albums took 16 years to make because, people would be pissed off and people didn't want to go to that studio and one wanted to record in Seattle and everybody else is in LA. And basically that was the story of the 90s, But yeah, it's very important to recording studio and your producer and all that shit's got to be just in sync. It's in sync. Yeah. No pun intended. Not in sync, but in sync. Yeah. So start to finish, how long did it take with just writing, recording, and
Well, I mean, we kind of decided out the gate that we were going to try to do more singles than full length album. And obviously we've got the material, but nowadays with the internet, everybody's attention span is shrunk just a little. So if you give somebody 25 songs or whatever to listen to, by the time they're on the third one, they're ready to move on.
Yeah.
So I think most artists are doing that nowadays. You can really get somebody's undivided attention for a full 3 minutes, hopefully, and give it to them periodically, and that's at least the plan for now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we actually have, we're going to do a 6-song EP, and COVID dependent, of course. We have a projected release date for March and CD release party and all that stuff. So I guess we'll just see what happens.
Nice. Yeah, you guys have to come back on here. We'll have the CD release right here.
That's
like
do it big. Yeah, live performances, everything, all that good shit. So it is a bit intriguing, especially for people in my era, and I think we're all kind of the same age. I think I'm a little bit older than everybody, possibly. Yeah. But I mean, you mentioned it, so I'm going to go into it just a touch. So Smile Empty Soul and 12 Stones, I mean, those two names, those resonate so loud in the rock community, whether you're a emo kid that just doesn't want to talk to anybody, just wants to listen to his music, or you're a fucking Metallica metalhead that's out there thrashing everybody's face. You're like 12 Stones and Smile Empty Soul. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. You were in those bands. I mean, like, that's, so just any stories you can throw out there without getting anybody in trouble, including yourself, if you want to.
I mean, I've got like the basic, of course, there's tons of things that happen that I don't care to disclose. All the guys are awesome. I love every single one of them. But you've got the typical stories of. Let's just go with 12 Stones first. The last tour I did with them was in 2016. We did Make America Rock with Trapped, Saliva, Crazy Town, Alien Ant Farm, Saving Abel, and so Paul and I, the singer, we went to go get a touring vehicle, and we wanted to buy one ourselves, something used, that we could just put a little bit of money into and get us through this tour, so we could come up with a different option for the future as the money changed. And we ended up getting one of those airport shuttle buses. Did all the work on it, got everything ready to go, and literally probably 5 hours into the first trip to the first show, we blew 2 tires instantly. And we was like, yeah, okay, so here we go. And then the AC went out probably about an hour after we got there. I don't know if you know about touring, but air conditioner is worth more than food and money. It is priceless on tour.
Yes.
But, it's touring. That's what it is. You drive thousands of miles, you're going to have something happen, and just roll with it and have fun, as long as you make it to the gigs on time.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's like we do the touring on the other end of it. We're just the assholes that get on and off of stage, bringing the talent up. Right. But yeah, we're still making them safe drives. So yeah, I would give every bit amount of food and water to just make sure the AC goes all the way. Yeah. Yep. Fingers crossed.
And I do have one more thing. The singer from Saving Abel actually taught me to not be nice on tour. I'll explain a little bit. So, I go up in these places, and we played arenas on that tour. So, they had catering and all of these snacks and stuff. Anybody can go in and grab what they want. And one time, I think they had 2 or 3 cases of Monsters, and Monsters are my thing. Actually chugging one right now. And so then I see the singer for Saving Abel. He's beelining straight back to his bus, and he's got both of those cases in his hand. So I went in there and I took maybe 2, because I'm over here thinking, let's save some for everybody else. He looked at me and he said, "Man, out here it's survival of the fittest. Grab what you can and save money every day." So I started thinking, whole boxes of granola.
I was gonna say, so you did the right thing and you grabbed the 2 out of his hand and you went.
Yeah, I was gonna walk right up to him and say, "In that case."
Yeah, right. Very nice. For everybody that's just tuning in right now, joining me is Trey, Emma, and Joey from the band Transient, and you can catch that new single Nightmare. It's spinning right now on Hellfire Radio. Like I said, pick up the app if you don't have it. Download Live 365, search Hellfire Radio, and there it is. So now, Trey, your vocals, correct?
Yes.
You are on the vocals. So
yes, sir.
Now your range is sick. Like,
Let me tell you, it's actually over the years it's dropped. To be honest, man.
yeah.
When I was younger, it used to be pretty peak. I used to sing like Cody and Cambria covers when I was a kid.
Mhm.
You know, but that's not more. But no, man, this song, especially with Nightmare, dude, it was challenging because it's my first metal band that I've actually been a part of. So it was definitely a challenge for me.
Right. And that was kind of what I was gonna say is what were you're like, what were you singing in the shower at 50 practicing and being like, this is it, like what were some of the shit that you kind of paced yourself after on the come up?
Well, I actually had no part of the writing on the instruments, but when Jody contacted me, he was like, give the shot, tell me what you think. I was coming home from work, and it's like a 40-minute walk from my house to work because I walk home a lot from work, clears my mind, good stuff, etc. Mm-hmm. And ironically, I recorded the demo scratch tracks on my iPhone in the bathroom because that's the best acoustics, man. And I just kind of, what came out of me, And I actually, when I heard the song, I actually wrote a poem a long time ago, and I pulled up the song. It was called "In My Eyes," and I took some of the lyrics. And I was like, man, this really vibes this, and I really started feeling it really hard. And it's like, man, it kind of all fell out. I really don't know how to describe it, other than it really just fell out of me. And then when I brought it to Jonathan was like, wow, what did you bring me? I was like, I know, let's do it. Let's get this done. So, yeah, man. And what I love about this band is the fact that everybody in this band can do vocals live. Like, Jody's a good vocalist. Emmett's a good vocalist. Our bass player, Brian's a great vocalist, too. Like, Brian might say otherwise. Might be like, no. But, that's what I love about this, so much support. So when I hear the song, I'm not just thinking about one vocal part. I'm thinking about multiple vocal parts. I'm thinking, like, let's be theatrical. Even though it's metal, let's be theatrical. Let's do some stuff about it. Let's throw in some extra flair here and some extra harmonies there. And that's kind of my goal with this band, moving forward, is to get more of that big involvement. So it just seems bigger and bigger each time. And Nightmare is kind of the building block of that.
Yes, yeah, very, very badass. Like I said, dropped in my lap, watched it 3 or 4 times. I had to make sure I was like hearing and see, like, okay, this is legit. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, you can go to YouTube right now. The video just dropped the 18th, which was that
Sunday.
last Friday? Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, go to YouTube after this show, of course. After we're done here, Go to YouTube, check out the video, Transient Nightmare, and fucking just get ready because you're gonna love what you hear. You're gonna love what you hear. So like COVID, right? COVID. We try not. It's everybody and their brother talks about it, right? It's just the era we're in right now, and it's affecting a lot of different things. Some things doesn't matter, some things it does matter. But just your day to day as a musician, what has it changed? Like a writing process, or obviously touring is the main thing. It's changed, but like you got to go about things differently. Possibly, like Zoom chats. So everybody's doing everything over Zoom chat. So just kind of somebody jump in and just be like, what is the noticeable difference? Is is it easier? Is it harder? Like, kind of what's your take on it?
Well, I would say it's a lot easier. See, the thing about this band is that we, I know, we say that the band is actually from New Orleans, but we're actually from the Gulf South, to be honest. I've been in bands locally forever, and just to have these guys, I've been friends with these particular guys throughout the scene for so many years. Case in point, Emmett, my other guitar player, he lives in Jackson, Mississippi, which is 3 hours north of where New Orleans is, and Trey lives in Slidell, which is 45 minutes that way.
North.
So
right,
the North Shore.
Doing the Skype, Zoom thing, phone, FaceTime. We FaceTime each other all the time, and of course, we all get tested and stuff like that. But we still do have rehearsals, and it's pretty much allowed us a lot more free time to be able to, compile the things that we need for the future. And one thing we've been doing is the video was done actually by Dream Seeker Productions, which is our friends Cotter and Joey from a local band called Stepping Sideways. Really killer. Check them out if you haven't. And, just to be able to do that kind of stuff, work has been affected, obviously, so we do have a little bit more free time, and we're compiling videos, playthroughs, whatever, name it, content, so we can drop it on a scheduled thing there. And So yeah, I would say COVID's actually kind of helped us in a way.
Nice.
A little more free time, to be able to do that kind of stuff.
Right.
It definitely allows us to value more time when we rehearse together, like, because being separated. So when we get together, I guess you can say we're kind of thirsty for the opportunity to jam and to play these songs that we're, getting together for everybody. And it's really good. There's never a dull moment when we do get together and, slam these songs, which I can't wait for, is to play these songs live. It's
that question for Emmett is, what is it like driving 6 hours back and forth to practice?
I know.
It's worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's dedication right there.
Yeah, it's definitely the highlight of my week. 3 hours each way, but I mean, I've driven 8 hours to play a show, 9 hours to play a show. So, it's dedication, and how much do you believe in the project you're working on,
Absolutely.
And
plus, I wasn't giving you an option. We've been trying to jam years.
It's either now or never, basically.
Yeah, now or never. I'm getting old. I'm done. This is my last hurrah. So.
The last time Jody and I tried to do something, I was working 6 days a week, rotating shifts. So basically, I spent more hours in the steel factory than I did at home or anything else. And so when COVID hit, and then on top of it, I had been moved to a permanent day shift, Jody was like, "Yeah, you're here. Like, you're in this. There's no question." I was like, "All right, let's finally do it."
Hell yeah.
I'm extremely convincing, I guess.
Yeah, right. You got it way with words. It's a real charmer like that.
No, it's just been time, I just said it's now or never, So.
Right, exactly. And that's kind of what we were talking about earlier, is like everybody's almost at an equal playing field right now, because we're all having to do it this way, so it's kind of like you say, it's now or never. Get the work in, and that's what it's about, really. Like, those are rising to the top. So speaking of tours and what we didn't get to do in 2020, 2021, we're just going to fucking say it. We're going to have tours. Tour season's on. Yeah, motherfuckers, get ready. So with that being said, any news on that front you guys want to talk about, touring-wise? Or?
Yeah, we actually signed on with Diamond Noise Agency, and we've got a wonderful guy named Sam McIntosh who's been going off the deep end for us. Unbelievably. He is an amazing guy. I mean, just the doors he's been opening for us. He's one of the people I met through Smile Empty Soul, being out on tour. And I just liked his personality. I didn't even know if he could really do anything, but I liked him as a person, and that was the most important to me. Is, in this industry, you got so many people that are just cutthroat,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted somebody that, just like the band members, like, I've got to get all these good friends that I trust to do this. So I want somebody that I know personally, that I know is not going to, blow smoke up my butt or anything. So Sam was it. He listened to the song. Of course, he was a little reluctant, being a new band, but I guess it hit him in the right feels, and he took us under his wing. And so he's got tours and festivals. I think he's pretty much got most of 2021 figuratively planned out right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's just kind of waiting on everything to open up so he can, check each one off the list. And yeah, we've got several tours, several festival appearances and stuff. So yeah.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. So with you guys being kind of, the base is around, you say New Orleans, but you're a little bit of everywhere in the South. So in the Gulf South, right? So Trey, you're actually in Slidell.
Yes. I'm
okay. So where I will be in Slidell, Halloween night. Yeah.
Really?
End of Days tour. Yeah. End of Days tour. We're running with Killer's Confession, Ellefson, and Saliva. And
that's right. Yeah. I'm gonna be there actually. It's actually right down the street from my house.
Perfect, bro. We have to come out, say hi, have a beer.
Weird thing, Trey.
That's what I was saying about the other day. Yep.
I want to go to that too.
It's exciting. It's really exciting. It's fun. It's kind of funny. Josie Scott. I don't know if Josie's in the band anymore.
I think he is now.
Well, Josie. Well, he's actually in the hospital or something. But he actually reached out to me on Instagram and liked all my videos on Instagram. It really was heartwarming. because I do a lot of acoustic looping and stuff, and he was like, "Man, this is wild." So I'm hoping he's there because I never got a chance to meet him in person. I really do. So
Yeah. You guys ought to come out. It's gonna be crazy. It's a 3-day tour, and being in Louisiana on Halloween, I was like, it's meant to be, right? Where would you rather be than Louisiana on Halloween?
I say, yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be definitely gonna be fun. So I'm looking forward to that. Maybe I'll see you guys out there. Hopefully.
Absolutely.
So when touring happens, right?
Mhm.
What are the musts? What are the have tos? Like I know when we go out on the road, there's things I gotta have. I gotta have chewing gum, bottles of water, 5-hour energies, and that's it. Maybe some deli meats, whatever. No fast food because I just can't do it. Right? I'm already a fat kid at heart. I don't want to be the fat kid, on the road. So like those are my musts, and air conditioning as well. Of course, we talked about that.
Absolutely.
But like, what are go around the table here? What are the musts like I cannot not live without on tours?
Me, water.
Yeah,
Smarties,
water.
a 3-pound bag of Smarties.
Um,
That seems to be like the going gift. Where anytime I have friends, they want to present me with something. It's always a 3 or 5 pound bag of Smarties. And no, I don't.
Nice.
Eat them, but I like Smarties.
Let's see. For me, a definite tour no is White Castle. I can't do it. I have an absolute horrible tour story involving White Castle and a truck stop bathroom.
Woo!
Was it anything like a art gallery? Is all I want to know. Did it?
No, it was just
Was it abstract? Is all.
let's just say
Art gallery.
my
When
body
he stood up and turned around. Was he ashamed or proud?
Let's just say
More
my body
importantly,
was
was the
pushed
guy
to the test.
next to you in the stall impressed as well?
No.
Or praying.
Here's the thing. It was this huge truck stop, and it actually only had one bathroom, one toilet. Like that was it. Like no men's, no women's. It was just one bathroom, and there was a line of about 12 people, and our drummer was already in the bathroom, and my bass player is standing next to me. Now he's a rather large American. I mean, he's a big stocky dude, and right as we hear the deadbolt flip open and the door just barely creaks open, he slams me into the wall and slings the door open, grabs my drummer, pulls him out, goes in, locks the door behind him, and I'm banging on the door because I was next in line, and I mean, I am this close, and I'm screaming, fuck you, you son of a bitch, everything like that. And then I turn around and I realize that there's this gas station. There must have been 40 people in this gas station, and they're all just staring at this weird dude, just screaming and banging on a bathroom door.
Man,
You motherfucker! And all I can hear is him laughing from behind a locked door, just ha ha ha.
Let me put this for the record that Emmett has not toured with me yet.
That
So if you
scares
think
me.
That's the story. Just wait.
That scares me. I'm not gonna lie, that scares me because practice can get a little hairy if you're not careful around Jody.
Sorry. Gotta keep everybody on their toes.
Yeah.
In the couch, more.
Yeah. That's a story for another time.
Oh, what about you, Trey? What are your can't go without?
Oh, to be honest, man, kind of like you. I'm a deli meat water kind of guy because I'm a fat guy. So when I go on the road, I try to slim down. So I try to eliminate fast food. But let's just say that I'm not good at eliminating fast food. I love it, but
yeah, same, bro. Yeah.
I think for me, a big no-no for me going forward. I think when COVID happened, I kind of got I figured out what I shouldn't do when I go on the road, and that is not drink a lot because I used to go hammer after every show, and not a thing. I don't think it's gonna be the new me. I think 2020 new me. No hammering after shows. so they would stick to water.
Right. Yeah, stay hydrated. Yes, stay hydrated.
Hydrate or
Yeah, we don't drink on tour.
No.
I'm not really big
I mean,
drinkers.
if you drink on tour, I mean, you're just asking for something bad to happen.
Yep.
Nah,
Yep.
I'll stay.
We don't drink.
We're not going to talk about that.
I need to find a new singer now. Diego, can you sing?
I mean, hey, I just yeah. It's the older you get, the harder the next morning is. It's not the putting it away at the time. It's that next morning.
Yep.
And then the older you get, the next morning is also leads to the next afternoon as well. So it's like, yeah, no, trust me, I feel you. I try to stay away from it anytime we go out on the road, whether it's we're touring to go to these shows or we're just going down the street. I'm like, yeah, I'll have one. I'll have one, and then that's it. And then the old man's going home. Yeah. That's exactly how it starts. I'm good as long as nobody brings out shots. Brings out shots. Somebody might as well call my mom right now because I'm going to guarantee you I need a ride home.
It's almost like ritualistic. When someone says shots, you just have to be part of it.
It's kind of like, no, I don't want to. It's like every cutscene in the movie. I better not. Yeah, I better not. And then I'm running down the street naked with cowboy boots on that weren't even mine.
We're only going to have one drink 5 hours later.
Where the fuck did you get cowboy boots from? I don't know, bro. Get in, let's go.
Mike Tyson's tiger in your bathroom.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. And that's why I don't do shots. Oh man. So like growing up, what were your inspirations? Well, all of you, just like what, I don't know, what got you, what would surprise somebody the most to say, hey, I like such and such. It's like,
I like smooth jazz.
Yeah,
Kenny G, Boney James, Rick Braun, love it.
Yep.
That's actually what got me into music as well.
Yep.
I wanted to be a saxophone player. I wanted to be like Dave Koz.
Nice.
All right.
And I went to 6th grade band, room or whatever, and they didn't have any more saxophones left to rent out. So the guy just handed me a tuba, and I guess that's why I'm like obsessed with like tuning low on my guitar and everything now, because I don't know. But that's where it started, man. I wanted to be a jazz sax player at 12 years old. Who does that?
That's jazz is a big part, especially down in the Gulf Coast area in the South. Like, I'm originally from California, so I'm a West Coast kid. I grew up with, I still look at Deftones as a backyard band. I grew up just down the road in the Bay Area. But it's like different regions, like I live in the South now. I live in Tennessee, so it's like, a lot of the kids grew up and they want to play acoustic guitar and acoustic guitar only because, Waylon did it and Willie did it, and then you go down in the South into the Gulf and jazz is a huge influence, and it's a fucking backbone of a lot of rock. If you think about it, a lot of rock just
also
starts
an excuse
there.
to get out of sucking too. What the hell is that? Oh, that's jazz.
Yeah.
That's jazz.
It's jazz, man.
It's just jazz.
Yeah.
No doubt. For anybody that's tuning in just right now, joining me are Trey, Jody, and Emmett. They are from the band Transient. New single out right now. It's called Nightmare. You can hear it right here on Hellfire Radio. Also, go to YouTube. Once we're done here, go to YouTube and check out that brand new video. It's called Nightmare. I can't say enough about it. Badass video, badass song. Song's fucking amazing. Where you guys got socials? You just kind of pump your socials out there real quick.
I mean, we're on, we do
Instagram, Transient NOLA.
Yeah. Transient NOLA. Facebook is Transient Band NOLA. And also the YouTube is Transient NOLA. NOLA for New Orleans, Louisiana, obviously.
We'll also be doing a joint Transient OnlyFans here in the next few months.
Yeah,
so be on the lookout for that.
Gotta make money.
Everybody's doing it.
You gotta make money.
But it's going to involve Trey up there.
Yeah,
nice.
He's the pretty one.
That's it. That's what it's all about.
That's the name of our next single is OnlyFans.
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
Figured to get us a lot of traction.
Hey, that hashtag OnlyFans right there. There it is.
I figured to give us OnlyFans. Perfect.
So, speaking of the Gulf, I'm going to take a second to kind of talk about what I got going on next week, if you don't mind. Coming up next week End of Days. I can't believe it's finally fucking here. I finally get to say next week as opposed for 6 months from now, 2 weeks from now. Next week, October 30th, 31st, and November 1st, the End of Days tour is coming through Houston, Texas, Slidell, Louisiana, and San Antonio, Texas. Of course, all 3 days you'll be able to catch Killer's Confession, Ellefson, and Saliva. And then there's going to be so many other bands all throughout those 3-day tours. For more information, you go to our website, hellfireradio.com. Also hit up the Anthem Entertainment page right here on Facebook, the 434 Management also on Facebook page, and Hellfire Radio, which you're on right now. Also go to our website, hellfireradio.com. In today's tour, coming through your town, I am so fucking stoked about this. Like, this is the first tour that I've got. This is the first anything I've gone to since, I don't know, last year. You know, like it feels like it took the full year off. So in a way, it's kind of good, but then in another way, it's kind of like the anticipation has ate me alive to get here, you know. And now we're here, So, anything else you guys want to get out there? Any links or socials or anything before we hop off here?
That's pretty much it. You know, we got the standard stuff like most bands do. You know, we're actually working on a website right now. I know we're still in the early stages. So, of course, that'll be probably transientnola.com. But for right now, we're using Facebook and Instagram as our jump-offs, you know.
Nice. And once again, for anybody that's just joining, tell them how to get there. Tell them where, how to get to that Facebook page. What's that link?
All right. Well, what you do is you turn your board. It's if you want to check us out on Facebook, obviously please do. We would really, really appreciate it. The Facebook is actually going to be Transient Band NOLA, and the YouTube is also Transient NOLA, as well as Instagram, Transient NOLA, NOLA.
Very awesome, very awesome. Well, gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. This has been
thank you.
A fucking blast.
Yeah,
I'm so glad we got to do this.
Hey, man, thank you for having us. We really appreciate it so
anytime.
much.
Come on back anytime. I'd love to have you guys. Like I said, Transient, new single Nightmare, spinning right now on Hellfire Radio. It's all over the interwebs, and now this is the time where you can go to fucking YouTube, right? Go check out this new video. That's it. We're going to end on that. Until next time, we'll see you guys.
I'll see you Friday, brother.
Have a good one. Thank you.
See you Halloween, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you still here? It's over. The show's done. Go like, share, subscribe, Hellfire Radio. Also, you can find us on YouTube and Twitch and Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. Like, share, subscribe. Now go on. The show's done. Leave me be. I need coffee.